Greg Dedrick, my coach, the coach of coaches at True Pickleball Club in Latham, New York. You are the manager, so you're the coach of
That-
coaches. So I love that my pickleball obsession, which is to have, I have so many questions on the 55-minute drive to True and the 55-minute drive home from True every time I play, which has turned out to be at least 5 or 6 times a week. And I hear other people at the paddle rack with questions. And then people love to say this phrase that I know is bushy: down the middle solves the riddle. Like they hit a ball down the middle, neither person on the other side touches it, and they say smugly, down the middle solves the riddle. What is that dumb phrase? We should never be missing a ball down the middle, or both people shouldn't be trying to attack the ball in the middle. But this can happen even at a higher level, advanced play, not just beginners. What is that phrase supposed to mean? Do you really believe that you can make a million points just driving it or dinking it down the middle? I don't think so.
Yeah, so I think that phrase probably comes a little bit from a lower level. Work at the higher level,
Okay.
but that when opponents aren't moving together, when opponents aren't in the proper positioning, there's a lot more space down the middle. Divorce court. Oh, they didn't talk. So I
Oh,
hit it
that's
down the middle.
funny. That's
So
funny.
I'm not saying that it can't work at the higher level, but I have a feeling it comes a little bit more from the lower level. But I do think, in conjunction with moving the ball side to side and the depth that you hit it with front and back, I do think down the middle can be an effective strategy to open up other things. I don't think you can just hit it down the middle and win all the time.
Because they're ready. If they're used to you, there's some people I played against, a woman in particular, that drives it hard and low down the middle every time. The first time she burns us or me, but
Yeah.
never again. Because I know that's her MO. She's going to drive her third shot, let's say, if she's serving, down the middle. So I'm just there
Yep.
and I meet it and I do whatever I do with it, as opposed to it whizzing past me. But what about the whizzing past you in the middle? I've seen even at advanced level, people look at each other and like, that was yours. It was your forehand. It's like, why don't people have a clearer idea of who should be covering that middle if it's really genuinely straight down the middle?
So I think most of the time people seem to lean towards, oh, it was your forehand.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
take the forehand, or you were already standing at the net, and I was hitting my return and running up.
yeah.
I honestly think a lot of it comes simply from a lack of communication.
I think that's a great answer. You have
You
to say
know,
yours or mine, depending on who's going to claim it, right? You have to say you're going to claim it if you're going to claim it.
there's got to be talk in an open play situation. Sometimes people don't want to seem pushy or
Right.
overbearing.
Yes.
And as I've explained to you before, a lot of times I'll go there and what I'll say is, hey, I'm going to hit a ball over here. I would love for you to be really big in the middle. So a lot of times early on, I'll try to empower my teammate by
That's
hitting a
nice.
ball and letting them know I'm hitting it here because I want you to take this next ball.
Yeah.
And then that kind of takes the pressure off where I'm not being bossy. I'm not telling you how to play pickleball. I'm just letting you know, hey, I would love for you to go ahead and put this
Yeah.
away. And then
Yes.
that kind of opened up the door maybe a little later for me to be like, hey, when you hit it, here's
I'll
where
be
I'm
big
going
in
to
the middle.
be.
Yeah. I think that's really interesting. I think the phrase big in the middle is the antidote to down the middle solves the riddle.
I think
Somebody has
so.
to choose to be big in the middle. Now, when I'm lucky enough to play with you, because you're a high level tournament level player and I'm getting better all the time, but you're at least the next rung or two up.
Yep.
The tendency is, or with just a stronger male player if it's a female, or a stronger male player for another male, is to always defer to the better player. But that isn't always the right thing to do.
Absolutely. And a lot of people think, oh, it's the forehand in the middle. It's the in the middle.
Yes.
But
No.
as you and I have worked on, we need to be where we need to be on the court based on where the ball is, right? That ball is in front of me, even when I'm on the left hand side. So, left hand side, the
Yeah.
male, my forehand in the middle. But if that ball's in front of me and I'm playing an aggressive player who might like to hit my backhand to speed up in the line, I need to shift line.
Yes.
And what I need you to do as my partner is, even though it's your backhand in the middle, I need you to move with me towards the middle and put pressure on our opponents.
Right.
Let's force them to make a very difficult shot cross instead of down the middle. Don't
Because
give
down
them a
the
riddle
middle,
to solve. That's not
you
it.
that's right, because you just told me, "Be big in the middle." So,
Right.
if you said to each other, "Who's gonna be big in the middle?" I mean, of course, it does depend on where who's hitting on the other side and where the ball's coming
Right.
from, but it's a decision you make, and then what comes in the middle belongs to you, big middle person, backhand, forehand, whatever.
Right.
And a
Right.
lot of us play rec play with either complete strangers or, "Oh, I think I played with you 3 months ago," and it does become an issue of, "Oh, I wanna be polite, I don't wanna poach, or I don't wanna get in your way," and whoosh,
Yeah.
the ball goes right past you in the middle. So, you have to communicate.
And I mean that's always going to be part of the game at the rec level, right? You don't want to be that person who's coaching somebody
Yeah,
else. But I do think there can be ways that you can approach it where you're empowering your teammate and just letting them know when you want them to go ahead, you be big. I want you to get some
yeah,
kills. Now
yeah,
that doesn't always work, right? There's always going to be somebody who just, and that's okay. And you just have to play where you know you have to be.
yeah,
And if you lose a rec game, you lose a rec game. But when I play at a higher level, when I play tournament play, open and honest communications with your teammate are the cornerstone of that.
that's
Otherwise,
right.
I'm not going to spend my money and my time to do it. We need to have a plan together.
Yeah,
And that's knowing my weaknesses just as much as I know their strength, you know?
exactly, and setting up your partner to do something really cool and maybe
Exactly.
unexpected.
Yep.
So down the middle does is it that may not be where the riddle is. You're looking in the wrong place, folks. It really the riddle is how do two people communicate with each other, move together, and cover all the spots on the court that could be a vulnerability,
Yeah. So you and I actually played against each other like a week ago, right? And we got done, and your male partner was on the left hand side,
right?
forehand in the middle, and I dinked him over and over again.
Yeah,
And we got
very
done,
cruel, very cruel.
and you said, why are you dinking it to the stronger player? What are you
Right.
doing here? And I'm a Jurassic Park nerd, and I told you this before. What I'm doing is I'm testing the fence.
Yes.
I'm testing
Yeah,
for weaknesses. So I'm hitting to that strong player because one, I'm comfortable with my dink and where I'm putting my dink.
yeah,
Two, I want to see what he's going to do, and I want to see what you're going to do. Because
right.
maybe the middle is how I solve the riddle,
That's
but
right.
maybe it's not. So if I don't move the ball around to different areas and see how you guys are working, are you guys communicating? I can't solve the riddle because I don't even know what the riddle is yet.
So we're
You know,
basically in Jurassic Park, and we're the dinosaurs testing the electric fence.
I'm testing the fence to find the weakness. And until I do that, I don't know where the weakness is. If I'm just hitting the
Yeah,
same thing, I don't know what I'm
that's
doing.
right. And if
I'm
you
my
keep
head
doing
against the
what you
wall
were
there.
doing, and I don't close up the middle and get big there, if he's pulled far over, then the middle is yours to drive it through or dink
Right?
it through or whatever.
Or if I
Okay.
can frustrate you enough or your team, it happens more with them. If I
Yes.
can ice out the man and they start pinching, I can now make the easiest cross court shot in the world and I win it because
Yeah.
either they're way out of position or they're lunging, they pop up, and now my teammate's going to put it away. So I've now empowered my teammate with a
Yeah.
very simple shot because I've now learned where your weakness is.
Yeah. So people need to look for the answer to the riddle in a different place than they've been looking. It's
I think
not about
so.
whose forehand it is down the middle. There's a lot more subtlety to it
There's a
than
lot,
that.
yeah, a lot more nuance to
Yeah,
where it is because a
exactly.
lot of players have excellent backhands, and quite frankly, even if you don't have a great backhand, if you're shifting with your teammate and you're in the proper spot, you'd be amazed how much better your backhand is than you really know
That's a
by
great
now just
point.
being in the right spot.
Yeah, because now it can function at its whatever its maximum is.
Exactly. Yep.
Thank you, Greg. I know you have your son's soccer game to get to. There's always other sports.
We're in basketball season.
Oh
He's
my God.
doing both, but tonight is basketball.
Oh my, there's other sports out there. Some of us don't even recognize them. Some of us think it's pickleball all day long, but even the manager of True Pickleball is willing to go on to other sports arenas. Good luck to him. And I know you're coaching him, so he's got a great coach. Thank you, Greg. Talk
Thank you,
again
Tracy.
soon. Bye bye.